Have you ever wondered why your dog chooses to sleep right at your bedroom door or at the foot of your bed? It's not random. It's not because they're hot. It's not because they want space. And it's definitely not an accident. What looks like a simple habit is actually a strategic decision. Your dog is switching into guardian mode, becoming your silent sentinel. Think about the doorway. It's the single point of entry and exit, a true choke point. By lying there, your dog turns into both alarm and barricade. And if they choose the foot of your bed, they're covering your blind spot, linking their body to yours so that any sudden movement instantly reaches you. So the next time you see them settled on that cold, hard floor, don't underestimate it. They're fulfilling a tactical role, an invisible pact, to protect you while you sleep. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will change the way you see every night with your dog. Before we dive into the tactical mind of your canine protector, if you've ever felt that strange, comforting sense of being watched over in the dark, hit that like button right now to honor your silent guardian. It helps us keep sharing these deep psychological insights with the community. Now, we've previously explored the softer side of canine sleep. We talked about how dogs often treat your bed as an emotional anchor or a security blanket, seeking your scent and body heat for pure psychological comfort. If you missed that exploration of the cuddly side of dog psychology, you'll definitely want to check it out later. But today, we are talking about something much deeper and more primal. When a dog chooses the doorway or the foot of the bed, they aren't looking for a hug. They are going into guardian mode. This is not a choice made by a pet. It is a duty performed by a partner. To understand this, we have to look back at the internal blueprint of the creature currently sleeping by your door. For millennia, canine survival depended on understanding one thing: vulnerability. In a natural state, sleep is the most dangerous time for any group. It is the only moment when the collective is truly exposed to rivals or external threats. Therefore, the group developed a sophisticated system of sentinels. While the majority of the group might sleep in a tight, warm huddle for thermal regulation and social bonding, specific members would position themselves at the perimeter. They were the early warning system. They were the barrier. Fast forward to the modern day. Your home is your territory, and you are the center of their universe. But more importantly, in your dog's eyes, you are the most valuable resource in their entire world. This brings us to a concept called resource guarding, but not in the negative way people usually talk about with food or toys. In this context, you are the resource. You provide food, shelter, and affection. Without you, their world fails. Therefore, the dog concludes that protecting you during your most vulnerable state, sleep, is their highest evolutionary priority. But why the doorway specifically? Think like a tactician. In architecture, a doorway is what we call a choke point. It is the single point of entry and exit for a room. By lying across this threshold, your dog is effectively turning their body into a physical alarm system and a barricade. If anyone or anything tries to enter that room, they literally have to step over or move the dog first. This gives the dog a tactical advantage. They feel the vibration of the floor long before they hear a sound. They catch the scent of an intruder through the gap under the door before a visual is even possible. By choosing the hard floor, they are staying grounded in every sense of the word. A soft, plush dog bed is comfortable, but it's a sensory trap. A soft bed muffles vibrations and creates a sensory cocoon that dulls the instincts. The hard floor keeps their senses sharp. It allows them to feel the micro vibrations of footsteps in the hallway or even the movement of a door handle floors away. It is the difference between a soldier sleeping in a trench versus a hotel. One is for rest, the other is for readiness. But what if your dog doesn't sleep at the door? What if they sleep at the foot of the bed, facing away from you? This is another fascinating layer of the guardian language. When a dog sleeps at your feet, they are essentially serving as the rear guard. They are guarding your blind spot. While you are facing one way, they are facing the other. By facing the door while their body touches your feet, they are creating a physical link. This is a biofeedback loop. If they jump up in response to a sound, you will immediately feel the movement through the mattress or directly on your legs. It's a silent communication system that says, "I am the shield and you are the core." But there is a psychological weight to this behavior that most owners overlook. If your dog is constantly in guardian mode, it means they feel a high level of responsibility for your safety. While this is a sign of incredible loyalty, it can sometimes be a double-edged sword. A dog that never feels they can truly relax and, off-duty, can develop higher levels of systemic stress. This is where our modern lifestyle clashes with their ancient instincts. Because we have bred them to be our protectors, they feel a biological urge to serve. But because we live in a modern world with vacuum cleaners, mail carriers, and noisy neighbors, their internal alarm system is constantly being triggered. Here's how this protective instinct can spiral out of control. Because the dog feels the need to protect the door, they are the first to react to any noise in the hallway. Because they react to every noise, they might become hyper-vigilant. This hyper-vigilance means they aren't getting deep, restorative sleep. But if you acknowledge their role, if you show them that the environment is safe, you can actually help them transition from high-alert guardian to relaxed protector. This is why you might notice a specific ritual. After you walk through the house, check the windows, and lock all the doors, your dog might finally climb onto the bed with you or settle down into a deeper sleep. They've seen you perform the security check. By you taking the lead, you are telling them that the perimeter is secure, and they feel they can finally stand down for a few hours. There is also a fascinating distinction between breeds here. A livestock guardian dog, like a Great Pyrenees or a Mastiff, will almost always choose the furthest point of entry, often sleeping in hallways or even outside bedroom doors. They are built for distance protection. They want to intercept the threat long before it reaches the inner sanctum. Meanwhile, companion breeds like Chihuahuas, Yorkies, or Terriers might choose the foot of the bed tactic. They are proximity guardians. They know they aren't large enough to stop an intruder, but they are loud enough to wake the entire neighborhood. Their role isn't to fight. It's to be the siren that alerts the leader of the pack. So let's settle the debate. Is your dog a sentinel or a cuddler? Team doorway or team feet? Let me know in the comments below, because seeing the patterns of where different breeds sleep actually helps us map out this collective canine psychology. The next time you wake up and see your dog lying on that cold floor by the door, don't feel bad for them. Don't try to coax them back onto the bed if they seem settled. Understand that in that moment, they are fulfilling a purpose that is written into their very DNA. They are sacrificing the comfort of a pillow for the satisfaction of a job well done. They are honoring a pact that was signed thousands of years ago in the flickering light of the first campfires. They aren't just sleeping, they are on watch. They are the silent witnesses to your dreams, the unwavering barriers against the dark, and the most loyal soldiers you will ever have the honor of knowing. This level of devotion is beautiful, but it also raises a deeper, more unsettling question. What happens when that protection turns into something else? What happens when a guardian becomes a prisoner of their own instincts? And where is the line between loyalty and obsession?